This is an NCBI Labs Talking Technology podcast clip. Hello and welcome to my humble abode, where in front of me I have a Google Nest Protect, specifically the Google Nest Protect second generation. Now, these are smart smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, so you probably have a smoke alarm or carbon monoxide alarm in the house, but this is a smart equivalent of that. We'll take a look first of all at the actual product itself, and then we'll take a look at the app afterwards. But in terms of the product's design, it's square, unlike most smoke or carbon monoxide alarms. They tend to be circle, especially the kind of home installed ones, but this is a square. It's a bit heavier and it feels very well built. It's quite a strong plastic. As I say, it's square, but in the middle of the unit, there is a circular button, and that button has a number of different features, which I'll go through in just a second. But the alarm connects via Wi-Fi, and it uses Thread, which is another wireless standard, to connect to other Nest Protect smoke alarms in the house. So if you have more than one Nest Protect, you will be able to actually have them all linked together. So if one goes off, they'll all go off. And I do have a second Nest Protect in this room as well, so you will be able to hear that as well in a minute when we do some testing with it. So I guess the square device, as I say, has a little circular button in the middle. And that button is very easy to feel. And that button is used for a number of different things. It can be used to silence the alarm if the alarm goes off. But what I'll demo with doing here is testing the alarm. So traditionally, you'll be used to alarms just beeping. But this alarm is unique in that it talks. So it will talk you through its testing process, for example. But if the alarm goes off, it won't just, beep loudly. It will beep loudly and it will tell you where the issue is. So, for example, it will say that there is smoke in the bedroom or there is smoke in the kitchen. And it will also give you a heads up warning as well. So before you have the full volume beeping and announcement that there is smoke in whatever location there is smoke, it will give you a little bit of an indication first. So if you've just burnt something in the oven, it gives you a little heads up before you go to full alarm. The voice is very easy to hear. It's quite loud and clear. You'll hear that in a second too. But yeah, really well built, kind of sturdy device. So to show you how the device works, I've got it here and I'm going to press the center button. This device is set up for the bedroom.
Ready in the bedroom. Press to test.
So you heard its instructions there. It says press to test. There is a little circular LED around the circular button. So if you do have some vision, that LED also, depending on its color, will indicate some of the device's statuses. So, when the alarm is going off, for example, it will be red when it's giving you a heads up warning. It will be yellow if everything's okay. It will be green or whatever. And that can also act as a night light, which it has a motion sensor in it. So if you have this installed on the ceiling and you walk past it, it will act as a night light, which is really cool. Your normal smoke alarm can't do that. So let's press this to test it. So I'm going to press once.
Ready in the bedroom. Press to test.
And press again.
This is only a test. The alarm will sound. It's going to be loud. The test starts in 5 seconds. Press to cancel.
And I'm going to move it away from the mic just slightly.
Testing smoke. Testing carbon monoxide.
Now it's going to test the other device in this room. I'll wait for it to test the other device.
Just a moment. Testing.
So that's the other device. And that's basically a sound check that it's doing. So it does that on all the devices. So it tests its smoke, carbon monoxide, and then it tests the actual sound on the devices. So I'll bring it over. It should finish up shortly. So there's still a blue LED at the moment. I'll wait for it to finish up. It'll indicate with its voice when it's done.
Finishing up.
There we go. And
The test is finished. Everything looks fine.
Good to know. And that will indicate as well, for example, if there is a low battery or if anything at all is wrong with it. If it can't connect to the internet, it will let you know. It will let you know if there's a low battery, as I say. It will let you know everything. It will check all of its sensors. Absolutely everything gets checked in that test. So that's a quick way to know that if everything is okay. You only have to do it once, because once you press it on one device, it checks all of the smart smoke alarms on the network, which is good. So you don't have to go around and test in every single room. You can just use one device to test it, which is really cool. Now, I mentioned that the device connects to Wi-Fi, and you might wonder, why would a device like this connect to Wi-Fi? Well, if you're out of the house and something is detected, let's say smoke or carbon monoxide, it will send a notification to your phone so you can make sure that everything is okay. And it also sends regular updates to the app about things like its battery, all sorts of status information, and you can check that in a history log, which is available on the app. You can also customize settings using the app. So for example, you can change the brightness of the nightlight feature on the app and a load of other functions as well. So I'll show you the app in just a second, but generally really well built device, very clear speaker on it. I'm not going to test setting it off now because I don't want to burn the place down, but it is very clear, very easy to hear, quite accessible. Everything is very easy to feel. It's a nice, well-built device. And yeah, it's really good quality product. But let's switch over to take a look at the Nest app. Okay, so now let's turn our attention to the Nest app. So I'm going to give you a quick demo of the Nest app. It is installed on the phone here. So I've got VoiceOver on, so you'll be able to hear what I'm doing.
Nest.
And let's double tap to open.
Nest. Nest logo. Image. Blue sky. Logo other.
So let's just give it a
Home
second.
is currently set to home. Button.
Okay, so now let's go to the protect section.
Bedroom protect. Status. Okay. Button.
So that's the nearest protect to me. So that's what's going to use to connect. I'm going to double tap.
Everything is okay. Button.
And
Diagram.
here we are.
Everything. There was a problem while connecting to the Nest service.
Okay,
There
not
was a
ideal.
problem while
Let's try
connecting to
that
the
again,
Nest
shall
service.
we?
Home. Bedroom protect. Bedroom. Everything is okay. Button. Everything is okay.
So
Button.
let's go through this
Diagram.
section, shall we?
Everything is bedroom, kitchen, living room, master bedroom,
So you can see the different protect devices there. You can double
Living
tap
room.
any of these
kitchen, bedroom,
and you can
Bedroom.
see the details on it.
sensors. 9 minutes ago.
So that's when it was last checked.
Alarm. 10 minutes ago. Voice. 10 minutes ago. Battery. 9 minutes ago. Wi-Fi. 9. Back. Nest logo. There was a problem while connecting to the Nest service. Try again
And
in a few
there,
minutes.
it seems to have bugged out again.
Home is
Let's
currently
try
bedroom
a third
protect.
time.
Status. Bedroom. Everything. Back. There was a problem while Back. Button.
Okay, so it seems to be bugging out. Let's try this
There was a
again,
problem while
shall we?
connecting to the
And
Nest service.
move to a different
Try again in a few
location
minutes.
and try this again. Okay, time for attempt 2. So I've come to a location closer to the Wi-Fi. There shouldn't be any issues with the Wi-Fi in that other room, but for some reason it's refusing to connect. So let's give this another go.
Bedroom protect.
I'll double
Status.
tap.
Okay. Button. Bedroom. Nest. Everything is okay. Button.
And I've showed you
Diagram.
this section
Everything is
before.
everything is
So
okay. But bedroom.
I
Kitchen.
can go through the different
Bedroom.
devices.
Kitchen. Kitchen. Last checked. Sensors. 12 minutes ago. Alarm. 12 minutes ago. Voice. 12 minutes ago. Battery. 12 minutes ago. Wi-Fi. 12 minutes ago.
So you can hear there it's been checked recently enough.
Page 2 of 4. See history. Button.
So there is a see history button. So I can double tap here to see the history from the device.
February. Saturday. 4. Okay. Friday. 3. Okay. Thursday. 2. Okay. Wednesday. 1. Okay. Tuesday. January. Tuesday. 31. Okay.
So
Rows 1
I
to
can
9
go
of 9.
through the history here. And these all show up in green.
Saturday. 28. Okay. Friday. 27. Smoke.
So this, you will see there on the 27th, it has recorded that there was smoke. We accidentally set off the alarm cooking the dinner. That's what happened there. It didn't actually go to full alarm. It just gave us a little warning, just to be a bit careful. So there you can see, if you have vision, that it is in yellow rather than green. But the long and short of it is, this section of the app is fully voiceover accessible, which is really cool.
Back. Button. Back.
There are other
Kitchen.
things you can do in here. You can access the
31%
settings.
back. Settings. Button. Collapsed. Silencing alarms. Status on. Button.
So that allows you to silence with the center button.
About. Heading. What to do. Button. Protects. Heading. Bedroom. Button.
So in here, it lets you do different settings for different devices. So let's say bedroom.
Nest Sense. Heading. Collapsed. Path light. Status off. Button.
So that is the night light. We don't obviously want the night light coming on and off in the bedroom all the time, hence why that's off in this location. We only have that on in the kitchen and sitting room.
Collapsed. Nightly promise. Status on. Button.
So Nightly Promise is the feature that allows the device to flash a green light when you turn off the lights in the room. So when you turn off the lights, it gives a little flash of green just to let you know that it's working and that everything's okay. That's called Nightly Promise, and you can toggle that on and off here in the app.
Collapsed. Steam check. Status on. Button.
So Steam Check. Steam Check just prevents the alarm going off when it detects steam. It allows it to better distinguish what's steam, what's smoke, so on and so forth.
Collapsed. Heads up. Status on. Button.
So Heads Up is that pre-warning system that I told you about. If you don't want that, you can turn it off.
Device options. Heading.
And then there are the device options here.
Collapsed. Brightness. Status. Medium. Button.
So there's the brightness.
Spoken language. Status. English UK. Button.
So you can change that as well. There is no English Irish option, so we have the UK, but there is also English US as well as a number of international languages too.
Collapsed. Wi-Fi connection. But about. Heading.
And there is just the Wi-Fi connection and about. So really detailed product. It's a smart smoke alarm. Quite an unconventional product, but it's a really cool product to have in the smart home. And look, it's not going to do anything particularly different to a traditional smoke alarm, but it may make you feel that little bit more comfortable. It may be more convenient for you to test in one location rather than having to test each location individually. The nightlight feature may be beneficial to you to just have a little additional nightlight in the ceiling. And it may be convenient for you to know where something has happened rather than just wondering, where is the smoke, to be able to be told specifically the smoke is in the kitchen or the bedroom or whatever. That may be beneficial to you. There are other useful features as well that might be of benefit, such as those notifications for the app. So, for example, you could have this in someone else's home if you needed to, let's say that of a family member, and you can keep an eye on things just to make sure that everything's okay. So a really cool, unique product that, hey, it might make you feel that little bit more comfortable than a traditional smoke alarm. But ultimately, they're going to do much of the same things, really. The Nest Protect does come at a cost. It's a very expensive product. The price varies, so it's pointless us going into a whole lot of pricing detail. But at full price, you are looking to spend probably in the region of €100 per unit. So they are very, very expensive devices compared to other smoke alarms on the market. But like all these things, it's one of these things you need to decide for yourself. Is it accessible? Yes. Is it a good product? Yes. But is it very expensive? Absolutely. You have to make the call whether that €100 price or whatever it might be is worth it for you. You can get it in a load of different retailers. It's available on Amazon, and the likes of Currys sell it, DID Electrical sell it. A number of Irish retailers sell it. The device lasts around 10 years, like any standard smoke alarm. So a good quality product, but whether it's worth it, you have to decide for you. I'm very happy with my purchase. I did get it reduced. I got mine in a sale. So do look out for those deals. Those deals do exist from time to time, but a cool product. But is it for everyone? No. And that's something you just need to look at and decide for yourself.
Now, you might listen to this and think, well, what about all those connection issues you had using the app? And that is a very valid question. And it's an issue that I have had with the product. The app does seem unreliable in certain circumstances. It really does need to be quite close to your Wi-Fi hub to actually work effectively, and I'm not 100% sure why that is. I don't have poor internet in the house, but there are many regions in the house where the internet can be perfect for everything else, but for whatever reason it doesn't seem to want to play a game with the Nest app. So that is something worth keeping in mind. I have found that when you do go to a really kind of, stable location in the house, it does seem to work. But for whatever reason, there is that little issue with reliability there. So that is also one thing to keep in mind.
Thanks for listening to this NCBI Labs Talking Technology clip. For more just like this one, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you can also find loads of full podcast episodes. They're also available on your podcast app of choice or in the NCBI Smart Hub.